Welcome to the What Bugs Me podcast, the homeowner's guide to pest control.
You want to know what bugs me? Landlords and pest control. I've been dealing with landlords and tenants and rental properties and all this mess for a long time. And let me tell you, it's a sad situation in most areas. Usually I get a call from a landlord that says, we got bugs everywhere, and the company that was before me, they were just spraying water. Bull hockey. If you got a company that's just spraying water, they need to be fired and sued and who knows what. I don't know. But one of the biggest problems I find is these rental properties are slum, broke down, unsafe, filthy, moldy, bug-infested dumps. And you wonder why you have pest control. Since you've changed pest control companies every year for several years and none of them have been able to fix it, let's figure out why. Number one is probably because you picked the cheapest crap you can find, because all you want is that little piece of paper that says, oh, I paid the pest control guy, so if it doesn't work, go yell at him. All it does is cover your butt. That's not going to fix the problem. All you want is that proof of service. You don't give a hoot whether it's fixed. All you want to do is shut your tenants up so you can get another month's rent. You go through pest control companies like a whore goes through John's. You won't pay what it takes because you don't care. Now, tenants have their own responsibilities in this, and we'll get to that in just a minute. But in the meantime, if you are a landlord and you have bug problems and you've been through a whole bunch of companies and nobody's fixed it and everybody's complaining and it's only getting worse and you've spent a whole bunch of money, it's because you picked the wrong ones. It's because you're not willing to do what is necessary. If you're going to have a rental property and you're going to have tenants, then you're going to have to do what it takes to keep it bug free. But you're not willing to do it. You need to keep the place from being broke down, for one. Seal holes, fix stuff, seal leaks, fix leaks, whatever needs to be done. And you have to be willing to get rid of the tenants that refuse to clean. If the tenant's not going to clean, getting rid of the bugs is going to be a huge pain in the rear. You have to do your part. You have to be willing to do that part. And you know what? When it's all clean, it's all fixed, and there's no bugs, you can charge more, which is really all you really give a crap about anyway. So let's sit down, and I'll tell you how to fix it. I'll tell you why it hasn't worked so far. Listen, I had an account, 12 units. Place was a dump and a half. The tenants were absolutely nasty and filthy. I sat down with the landlord and the manager, and I said, listen, this can be fixed, but you have to do something. So they got on with all the tenants, and we made sure they understood they need to clean up or they're gone. See you later. Most of them got on board and cleaned up, and you know what? The roaches were gone like that. Within a couple months, 0 roaches. And let me tell you, every single apartment had roaches on top of roaches on top of roaches. It can be done, but are you willing to do it? Here's the other aspect. It ain't going to be cheap. You want it done right? It ain't going to be cheap. That's a big job. You can have it cheap and fast, but it ain't going to be good. You can have it fast and good, but it ain't going to be cheap. You're more likely to find a unicorn farting rainbows than to find something that's good and cheap. So you're going to have to do what it takes. The good thing is if you do it what it takes one time and you maintain it, that maintenance is a whole lot cheaper than having to fix it again. Now, the tenants do have their own responsibilities. They got to keep the place clean. They got to tell you when they have issues. But then you have to take care of those issues. Communication is huge. So landlords, let's talk. For 20 years, and I'm sure much longer, probably since the dawn of time, it's been like this, where renters complained constantly about the landlords. And of course, the landlord says the tenant won't do this and blah, and it just goes back and forth. And who knows what the real truth is? Here's the deal though. If you're the owner, it's your problem whether they created it or not. So if you end up kicking them out, it's still your problem that you have to fix or clean up or kill all the bugs. So deal with it. It's your property. Let's talk. You know what bugs me? Landlords and pest control. But I love to kill those bugs.
You're killing me, Smalls!
No me moleste mosquito, beneath my burrito. No me moleste mosquito, why don't you go home?